All right, everybody, what is up? We are back in the Dinosaur Simulator update. Today we're going to be checking out the Black Friday event and everything that came along with it. So let's just get straight into it. So we got version 12.6.7.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Whoa. Interesting. Enter promo code DS440k likes for a free 10,000 DNA. Enter Mega Dodo for a free Mega Dodo skin for Dodo. So for any of you who didn't know how to get it, there you go. All you gotta do is own Dodo and you can use the skin. There will be a follow-up update on Cyber Monday as well. Black Friday event will be ending 12/5/25 at 11 AM US EST. All creatures / skins are currently 25% on sale. Alright, we got general updates. You can now reroll your task missions for 10 Robux. You can now watch a video ad to revive your dinosaur after death. Leaves now have a limited amount of food before replenishing. And fast forwarding your creature will now bring it to 100% Elder for the fraction of the price. Next, we got something pretty interesting. We have flying counters. We've added 2 new traits that we can apply playables. Okay, that can ground flyers and flyers that can't be grounded. Grounded duration is 3 seconds. The cooldown for being grounded is 10 seconds. To ground a player, simply hit them with an AoE attack. I don't know if that's for all dinosaurs or if it's just for like the select few they were talking about, like sauropods and whatever. New traits. Ken anti-air. This allows your creature at adult to knock flyers out of the air. And it has anti-air immunity. This prevents flyers from being knocked out of the air. Oh, I get it. So if your dinosaur has can anti-air, if you AoE them, it'll take them out of the air. But if your flyer has anti-air immunity, then you won't even be able to have the chance to get taken out of the air. Interesting. Next we have egg chances. Egg rolls are now determined per skin instead of per category: common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and legendary. Now every skin in the egg will be given a drop chance, and then you'd receive the rarest drop. If more than one skin is dropped with the same drop rate, you'll be given a random one from the pool. If you roll no skins, then you'll receive a random skin from a pool of skins with the least rarity. I don't really get that. Alright, next we have pity points. Pity points are unique to each egg. Each egg roll will give you 25 pity points for that egg. You can use pity points to purchase skins from the egg up front. Cost of the skin will be based on the rarity of the skin. I actually love pity points. Such a good system. We have limited egg chances. The limited will now cost 1,000 SCNA and or 100 Robux. We are no longer doing a rotating limited egg shop, so everything's in it. This change is a permanent addition to the game. Kinda wish he would have did the 40 Robux ladder to it for Black Friday, but 100 Robux is fine, I guess. Alright, now we're finally at the main update. We got new skins. Sunfish Shonisaurus has been added in as a skin for Shonisaurus by these people. Next, we have Needhog Purosaurus has been added in as a skin for Puru by these people. Next up, we have Canyon Finback Suchomimus has been added in for Suchomimus by these people. We have Rakefather Amargasaurus has been added in for Amarga by these people right here. We got Blinding White Dodo has been added in for obviously Dodo by these people again. And then last skin is, well, not last skin, but last normal skin is Mega Dodo by these people for Megalodon, obviously. Wait, not Megalodon, what the heck? Is that supposed to be like a typo or is it like a joke? Whatever, it's for Dodo. Then for the Pitch Black series, we have Pitch Black Mirai Oxalia for Oxalia by these people, which I don't even really count Oxalia as a pitch. It's like its own skin. Next we have Pitch Black Elasmo. This is definitely a pitch. Like, it looks exactly the same as a normal Elasmo. We got Pitch Black Baryonyx has been added for Baryonyx by the Unhatched team. Pitch Black Megalodon has been added for Megalodon. And then lastly for the pitch series we have Pitchigator. Definitely the best one because you can actually fly as it. And then for remodels we have Blackadile and Wretchworm. So very, very big update. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so this is Sunfish. Probably one of the only few troll skins in the update. I mean, there's a few, but this is definitely one of the troll skins. It's a skin for Shasta. It has a lot of HP. Like, yeah, 4,400. It's actually pretty good for PvP from what I've seen. But this is the swimming animation. Then we have the sprints. It's a good looking model. It's just obviously, you know, for Black Friday, I don't think people would be very excited to get a fish. We have the up. Then we have the down. We got the biting animations. Or whatever kind of maneuver this is. Then we have the AoE. I don't know why his eyes are spinning like that. Let me see that again. Okay. When you go on land too, you also like bask, like how normal sunfish do. Alright, here is the eating animation. Just like absorbing it. And then obviously we can't do a drinking animation unless it has one, because you know, y'all never know what. Oh my god, I think it does. All right, let's do the calls now. So we have the R. Just like blowing bubbles. We have the G. That is so silent. I don't even think I really heard anything. But last but not least, we have the C.
But what the hell, boy?
Jesus, this skin is so stupid. Alright, and well, sleeping animation. Oh! That's how you bask. Well, I thought you could only do it on land. I guess the sleeping animation works for basking too. But yeah, that's some fish. Let's move into the next one. Alright, next we have Needhog, or what people like to call the Pitch Retchworm. So this is a skin for Pyrosaurus. I don't know if it has an idle animation or not. Ooh. Got the little spines activating. Very neat. So this thing is obviously semi-aquatic, so do the walking animations first. Into the sprint. Not the fastest guy, but you know, he's trying his best. You see its mouth also splits like the Retchworms too. Alright, so next we have the attacking animations. Full on Demogorgon mode. Very cool biting animation. I think it's only one though. Yeah. Oh no, there's two, okay. Next we have the AoE. Just well, first we'll go over the animation, and next I'm gonna want you to keep an eye on its tail. The animation's very cool. But then we have the actual size of the hitbox. Oh, another idle animation, very cool looking. But yeah, the AoE for this thing is absolutely bonkers. Like, you can pretty much just fight like this, and it'll work. Alright, anyways though, let's go into the water. So here we have the stationary. You can see kind of like the new water effects when you're under, when you're above, under, above. Alright, so we got the swimming animation. Then the sprint. This thing is horrifying. We got the down. I don't think it changes when you're sprinting. No. And then the up. Very cool. Alright, here we have the eating animation. Love its mouth. Just how like the jaw moves. And then the drinking animation. Very nice. Alright, and last but not least, let's go over the calls for this guy. So first we have the R. Next we have the G. And then last but not least, we have the C. Thing is absolutely horrifying. Alright, and then to end it off, we have the sleeping animation. See that a little bit better. Very cute. Does it change in the water? Yeah, Brutus deactivates in the water. Okay. Alright, and that's it for Needhog. Let's keep it pushing. Alright, next up we have the Suko skin, Canyon Finback Suchomimus. Look at his eyes. He's just a stupid little guy. Do you have an idle animation, mister, that you would like to show off? No? Oh, there it is. Yeah, he just goes on his hind legs, takes a little peep. Very cool. Anyways though, here's the walking animation. Then the sprint. Yeah, you would see this thing and assume it's only like aquatic because of like the tail and stuff, but it's actually pretty mobile on land. We have the attacking animation. Oh wait, another idle. Okay, attack. Looks like only one. Oh, there we go. 3. Okay, interesting. We have the AoE. Whoa. Hold on, it's like a full-on barrel roll. Very nice. Alright, and I shouldn't really have to say anything, but obviously this thing is semi-aquatic, so got the idle animation for the water. Then we have the swim. Love the tail, by the way. Sprint. Then we have the down. then the up. Beautiful. Then we have the eating animation. Looks more like a drinking animation to me, but it works. And then we have the drinking animation. Okay. I want to just confirm something, because sometimes the AoEs in water are different from land. So, do you have a different AoE in water, good sir? Whoa. Bro does a backflip. Alright, cool. Alright, now let's check out the calls for this little guy. You have the R. Next, we got the G. And last but not least, you have the C. Very cool. Alright, next up on the list, we have a Rake Father. So, pretty much just like the Rake Baby, Rake Mother. Now, this is the Rake Father. Looks a little bit different from the two. But, yeah, this is him. Skin for Amarga. Trying to get an idle animation, but I don't know if it has one. Whatever. Walking animation. Then we got the sprint. Very scary looking thing. Next, we have the click attacks. So you can either do like a tail attack, which is, I think, directional. Yeah. And then you can do a bite. Very cool. Next we have the AoE. Okay. And I think this thing is a herbivore. So the eating animation. Okay. And then the drinking animation. Very nice. Alright, now let's check out the calls for the Rake Father. Starting with the R. Then we have the G. And then last we have the C. Alright, I've noticed a lot of things with the new skins, like a lot of their, well, except for the Sunfish, a lot of their calls are very quiet. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but... Oh, and here's the sleeping animation for anyone that cares. Very cute. Forgot the sleeping animation for the fin back, but... I don't know, should I... I'll go back to it. Alright, so here's sleeping animation on land. Just curl up, and then I assume in the water it's gonna be the same thing where it just kind of deactivates. Oh! That's pretty cool. Alright, next we have another one of the kind of troll skins, I'm assuming. We have the counterpart for pitches. It is Blinding White. So this is Blinding White Dota right here. As you can see, it's more of the blocky side, which is why I assume it's troll. But here's... Well, there's an idle animation, but here's the walk. And we have the sprint. It's very cute. Here is the attacks. And the AoE. Very cute little guy. Next we have the eating animation. And then here is the drink. Very cute. I don't think he swims. No, he doesn't. Alright, okay. So here are the calls for him. Starting with the R. Next we have the G. And then last we have the C. And then does he have a sleeping animation? Yeah, he does. Very cute. Alright, and then for the quote-unquote last new skin, we have Mega Dodo, which is what you get for free from the code. That was an idle animation right there, but here is the walk. Then we have the sprint. So again, just kind of like flap your wings. Next we have the attacks. Then the AoE. And interestingly, this guy can also swim. I mean, obviously, because it's half Megavore. Here we go. It's the idle animation for him. I think he only has like 10 oxygen. Oh, 30. Alright, that's not bad. But there's the swimming animation. Then we have the sprint. Kind of just looks the same as the land, but just kicking its legs instead. The down. And then the up. Alright, next we have the eating animation. And then the drinking animation. Can't even really see. There you go. Alright, now let's do the calls. So first we have the R. Can hear a little bit of the Megavore in him. It's very quiet though. I kind of hope they improve the calls a little bit, the sound. We have the G. Yeah, like that one, I can hardly hear. Like, you guys are going to be able to hear it a little bit because I'm going to improve the sound of it, but I can hardly hear that one. The last we have the C. Alright, and then we have the sleeping animation. And I guess we can check if it changes in the water. Alright, next we're moving on to the pitch section of the update. So first off, we're checking out Pitch Black Mirai. It's like an eel. It's for Oxalia, the ripoff Dinosaur. But you have the walk. It's a very cool skin. I love it. You got the run. So it goes quadrupedal. Very cool. Next we have the attacks. Then we have the AoE. Does like a ninja spin move on you. Very cool. And once again, obviously this thing is semi-aquatic, so here is the idle for the water. Then you have this normal swim. Then the sprints. Sprint is really cool. You got the down. And then the up. It's a beautiful skin. I love it. Definitely one of my favorites. Alright, and then here we have the eating animation. That is not included in the eating animation. I don't know why bro just did a sidestep. It's a cool idle animation. But don't do it while I'm eating. Oh, wait. I actually never peeped that. It has like 2 mouths that eat for it. Oh my, that's horrifying. And then here we have the drinking animation. Very cool. Alright, let's check out the calls now, starting with the R. Next we have the G. And then last we have the C. Very sick skin. Sleeping animation as well. Just curls up into a ball. And does it have a different one for the water? Oh, guess not. And obviously, I don't think I should have to say it. I'm not gonna buy this thing or the Elasmo. If it comes to it, maybe I'll trade for it in a later update. I could just really care less for it. Anyways, next we have Pitch Black Megalodon. And surprisingly, this thing is cheap, even though it's in like the pitch category. But I mean, it's self-explanatory. It's not supposed to be a cool skin. But here's the swim. Then the sprint. You got the up. Down. And stationary. Then obviously clams can fly as well, so stationary fly, fly forward, sprint fly. It's not a very exciting skin. I'm sorry. I just got to go over it for the sake of the video. Up, down. Then we can do the attacks, starting with the clicks and the AoE. Next we have the drinking animation. And then we have the drinking animation. And let's do the calls, I guess. So first we have the R. Next we have the G. And then last we have the C. And then the sleeping animation for anybody that cares. Oh. Okay, alright. Next up we have Blackadile. I'm gonna do normal Blacko before I do pitch Blacko, or Pitchy Gator. So this is the idle animation for Blacko. The model looks very pretty, by the way. Like how they kept the old design. But oh, another idle animation. We have the walk animation. Then we have the sprint. Next we have the bites. Very cool. And then the AoE. Alright, then we have the idle in water. Then you got the swim. And the sprint. Then we got the down. And then the up. Such a pretty dinosaur. Such a pretty skin. We have the eating animation. And then we have the drinking animation. If I can stop moving. Whatever. There you go. Guess we can check if the AoE changes in water as well. Oh, nice. It does. Surprising, actually. Very cool. Alright, next up we have the calls, starting with the R. Next we have the G. And then last we have the C. I'm so biased towards Blackadile. I love anything that they make for this thing. Alright, but oh wait, how can I forget? Sleeping animation. So cute. Does it change in the water? Yeah, kind of. Alright, next we have the best skin of the update. No biased, obviously. Pitchy Gator. So for those of you who don't know, Kitty Gator was an old Dinosaur for, I don't remember who it was. Was it Super Knob? I don't remember whose it was, but pretty much it's just that kind of mixed with Blackadile. So you have little kitty ears. This is the idol if I can get it. There you go. So cute. You have the walk. Then you have the sprint. Next you have the attacks. Then you have the AoE. Now for something very interesting, we have the flight. So old Kitty Gator was able to do this, so I guess they founded themselves to go, you know what, might as well implement it into Pitchy Gator. So yeah, you can fly with your tail. Kind of like Tails from Sonic, but in a crocodile. But I don't think the animations really change. It's really just your tail. Even when you're diving, I mean, there's not much to really go off of. But yeah, that's the flight. Then we have the water idle animation into the normal swimming animation. Then the sprint. Tweaker. You can see it has little kitty paws as well. The little toe beans. Does the AoE change in water? Let's see. I think that's different. Don't remember. Might be the same as Blackadile's. But we have the down. Then the up. Next we have the eating animation. Might just be the same as Blacko's. I think it's the same as Blacko's, which I don't really mind. And then the drinking. Which, yeah, I think it might just be the same. You know what isn't the same? The calls. So let's go over those. First, we got the R. Next, we got the G. And then the C. Such a cutie. You can just hear the cat. It's just a cat. It's just a kitty dial. But, sleep. I think it's the same as Blacko. And then, let's see again. Yeah, same. Alright, and then moving on to the last thing of the update, we have, this dumb little critter right here. The Retchworm remodel. Looks so stupid. The walk. Then you got the sprint. You got the attacks. See, it also has the little split Demogorgon mouth. Then you got the AoE. Just whips you with its tail. You got this idle in the water. Then you have the normal swim. It does look cool. I won't lie, it looks cool. You got the sprint. And you got the up. And the down. And I'm gonna assume, since I did it for everything else, I'm gonna assume that the AoE in water is different. Yeah, it is. Next we have the eating animation. Looks so derpy, I love them. Then we have the drinking animation. Cool. Alright, and then last we have the calls, starting with the R. I think they're the same sound-wise, so I'll just go over them one time each. You have the G. And then the C. Very cool. And then I think you can... Oh, you gotta rest in water. Okay. There you go. But yeah, that is the Black Friday update. You know, aside from like the wheel and stuff being... Or the egg, I'm sorry. Being in the game now. For way cheaper. But yeah. I'm not gonna show the two pitch skins because it's 1 million DNA each for like the base model with some pitch stuff included in it. But yeah, that's Black Friday. Part 1, I think. But I guess I'll see you guys on Monday when part 2 drops. But yeah, that's it. See you next one. Peace.